Standard 5. This is the continuation of the lesson The Environment and Us. In the last session, I completed till here that how poisonous gases and fuels they lead to air pollution, how they pollute the air, how they spoil the air or damage the air. Now let's move ahead. We need to maintain environmental balance. That means what? We should maintain balance in nature, in the environment. Due to human intervention in nature. Now what is intervention? Means we are interfering in the nature. We are disturbing the nature. So because of that, what is happening? There are large scale changes which are taking place. Where are the changes taking place? The changes are taking place in the air, in the water, in the land, and that's why you can see air is polluted, water is also polluted, and even land is become barren, or sometimes it becomes infertile. So these are the changes which are taking place. That's why we need to maintain the environmental balance. Now you can see here abiotic components. Now what are abiotic components? Non-living things, or they are known as abiotic components. They also get polluted. Example, water or your air or your soil. These are all non-living things. We can say abiotic components. They also get polluted. Now you can see here, this is one of the, it's a food chain. Imagine I will just take a pointer and explain you. Suppose remove this part. Suppose remove the plants. Now you can see grasshopper living on plants. In turn, grasshopper is eaten by the mice, and the mice is eaten by the snake. Snake in turn is eaten by the eagle, and the eagle or vulture, whatever, and they are known as hawks. And then later on, when they die, again they decompose. Now this cycle is complete. But in case if you remove plants, what will happen? Then the grasshopper will not get its food. So the mice will not get the food, the snake will not also not get their food. So what has happened over here? The entire food chain is disturbed in the nature. So if one factor is damaged, its relationship with other factor gets affected and environmental balance is disturbed. From time to time, some of the living organisms become extinct. Now what do you mean by extinct? Extinct means they were there before, but now they are not there. They are not there on the earth. Example, dinosaurs were there before, but now they are not there. Similarly, there are different types of tigers, which white tigers were there, but now they are not there. Means sometime years ago, these animals used to live on the earth, but now they are no more seen anywhere, and that's why these animals are known as extinct. So this is one of the extinct animal. Nowadays, this process is taking much faster, at a faster rate. Means what? The animals are becoming extinct. They are dying much faster, and you cannot see any of the species of the animals around in the environment. Now this is really a threat. That means it is a danger for the whole living world. Do you know different types of plants and animals, they become extinct one by one? Many of the links in the different food chains will be lost. In case any animal dies, it becomes extinct, मिलेगा ही नहीं पृथ्वी पे. या प्लांट है, मतलब आपका पेड़ है, अभी पहले थे अभी नहीं है, अगर ये धीरे धीरे कम होते गए तो क्या होगा? मीन्स पूरे एनवायरमेंटल बैलेंस में जो भी लिंक्स है, जो भी कनेक्टेड है एक दूसरे से, पूरा फूड चेन डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. Example, you can see I have given some examples over here of an Indian cheetah, which is an extinct animal. Then you can see our needs and our environment. Let us study that now. What are our needs? We need food, we need water, and we need clothes. Sorry, here it should be CLOTHES, clothes. So we need all this. These are the needs of the people. We use means and devices for the purpose of studies, sports, hobbies and entertainment. हम अलग अलग तरीके के मीन्स यूज़ करते हैं. जैसे हम मोबाइल यूज़ करते हैं, अपने हॉबीज़ के लिए हम कुकिंग सीखते हैं, या तो फिर कैलीग्राफी सीखते हैं, या तो कैसे जो भी है आपको पसंद वो आप यूट्यूब पे चैनल पे देखते हो। तो व्हाट आर यू डूइंग फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ स्टडी। जैसे अभी आप भी देख रहे हो, मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ, तो आप कहाँ पे जाके देख रहे हो, स्टडीज़, आप स्टडी कर रहे हो ना यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाके। तो ये जो मीन्स है, ये जो डिवाइस है जो आप देख रहे हो, वी आर यूजिंग डिफरेंट डिवाइस। जैसे मोबाइल यूज़ करते हो, टेलीविज़न यूज़ करते हो, लैपटॉप यूज़ करते हो, पर किस चीज़ के लिए? फॉर स्टडीज़, फॉर स्पोर्ट्स, जैसे किसी को क्रिकेट मैच पसंद है देखना, फुटबॉल मैच पसंद है, और टू डेवलप द हॉबीज़, जैसे ड्राइंग है तो देख देख के ड्राइंग सीखते हैं, या तो कीबोर्ड है, पियानो सीखते हैं। एंड फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट, फॉर वॉचिंग द मूवीज़ और एनी ट्रेलर। We even stop up things so that they will be available to us whenever needed. Abhi, I can give an example over here. Stocking up things. Now, during this lockdown, you know it will almost be a year now for the lockdown. तो क्या सोचा होगा जब लॉकडाउन लगा तब, कि घर में सब कुछ भर के रखो। इज इट लाइक दैट कि इन द मॉर्निंग यू नीड ब्रेड एंड जैम, ओके, दैट टाइम योर मम्मा गोज टू द शॉप टू परचेज द जैम, or that time she goes and purchases and then comes back and gives you? No, she stocks up, मतलब वो कलेक्ट करके रखते, पहले ही खरीद के रखा हुआ रहता है घर में। तो वैसे ही हम दूसरे भी जो वस्तुएं हैं वो भी हम घर पे स्टॉक करके रखते। तो कौन सी चीज़ें हैं? डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ दाल्स, राइस, wheat, even onions and garlics you can stock up and keep. Human beings are a part of the nature. We need to prevent the degradation of the environment. So, as we are a part of the nature, हम इस निसर्ग में जो है हम भी है, हम इसके एक भाग है। तो हमारा फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि हमें अपने जो निसर्ग को है वो अच्छा रखना है। वी नीड टू प्रिवेंट द डिग्रेडेशन ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट। ग्रेडेशन अलग है। ग्रेडेशन मतलब आप फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से सेकेंड जाते हो, सेकेंड स्टैंडर्ड से थर्ड जाते हो, वो बोलते हैं ग्रेडेशन। उल्टा आना उसको बोलते हैं डिग्रेडेशन। तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? एनवायरनमेंट को डिग्रेड कर रहे हैं। वी आर डिग्रेडिंग द एनवायरनमेंट, सो वी शुड स्टॉप डिग्रेडिंग द एनवायरनमेंट। So what you can do, if you don't want to degrade the environment, what you can do, you can recycle use articles or and use the means regularly. जैसे आर्टिकल जैसे प्लास्टिक के हम रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, और क्या चीज़ें हैं जो हम रिसाइकल कर सकते करके वापस यूज़ कर सकते हैं, डेफिनेटली वो रिसाइकल के लिए डालो। यूज़ दोज आर्टिकल्स। लेट अस रिजॉल्व, लेट अस मेक ऑल पॉसिबल एफर्ट्स फॉर द कंजर्वेशन ऑफ दिस लिविंग वर्ल्ड। Global efforts for the protection of the environment. Global matlab all over the world. In all over the world, which are the efforts which are taken for the protection of environment? Many countries are enacting laws that will help to prevent the pollution of air, water and soil. So we can create awareness among the people कि पौधे लगाओ, पेड़ लगाओ, grow trees, grow more trees. So this is how you can create awareness among the people. We can also take some efforts to maintain biodiversity. So for that, biodiversity parks are there, areas which are reserved for the purpose of protecting and conserving the biodiversity of a region is called biodiversity park. अभी what is there is a difference between a biodiversity park और जो मैं आगे पढ़ाऊँगी उसमें क्या डिफरेंस है। तो पहले ये समझ लो व्हाट इज़ बायोडाइवर्सिटी पार्क। डाइवर्सिटी अलग अलग, बायोलॉजिकल नेचर में जो भी वैरायटी है उसके पार्क्स। तो जैसे वो जो एरिया है, दिस एरिया इट इज़ रिजर्व फॉर प्रोटेक्टिंग एंड कंजर्विंग द बायोडाइवर्सिटी ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर रीजन। जैसे आप जो एरिया में रहते हो वहाँ का जो भी स्पेशलिटी है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करना, उसको कंजर्व करना, ये हमारा कर्तव्य है। सो वी नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट दैट बायोडाइवर्सिटी इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया. National parks. Just now I told you there's a difference between a biodiversity park and a national park. Now what is a national park? National park is an area which is reserved for the protection and conservation of wildlife. जैसे वाइल्ड एनिमल्स को जब हम प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं तो उनके लिए रहता है नेशनल पार्क। और जब हम बायोडाइवर्सिटी मतलब वो प्लांट्स हो, एनिमल्स हो पर्टिकुलर रीजन के, तो उसको बोलते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी पार्क. So now I hope it is clear what is biodiversity park and national park. National parks are the areas which are reserved for the conservation of wildlife, wild animals. You can see here the example of a national park, Kaziranga National Park. You can see here famous for bisons. The Tadoba National Park, which are famous for tiger. Sanctuaries are there, forest areas which are preserved for the protection and conservation of particular animal or plant. That is area is called sanctuary. Now what is a sanctuary? सेंचुरी मतलब कोई भी पर्टिकुलर एनिमल, जैसे बाइसन्स ले लो या ओनली टाइगर ले लो, जब ऐसे एनिमल्स को हम प्रोटेक्ट करना है, सिर्फ एक ही स्पीशीज, only one type of species, then it is known as a sanctuary. So it can be a bird sanctuary also and an animal sanctuary also, where you can say you can protect only ducks or only swans, only that particular species, then it is known as a sanctuary. This is Radhanagari sanctuary. So here which animal is protected? You can see only bisons, you can see over here. So this is how Radhanagari sanctuary is for bisons. So it is always necessary to protect plants in the forest. You can see if deforestation is stopped, instead tree plantation is stepped up, animals that depend on plant will get protection and thrive. You can see the example over here of an animal which actually needs the trees and grass to eat. So if we protect the plants, then only this animal will get its food. Otherwise, the animal will also die and the food chain will be disturbed. You can see here the Mayani Lake, which is formed due to a dam which is built on the Chand River in Satara district. These are the birds, flamingos, which are from Siberian region in North Asia. They migrate in this lake, Mayani Lake, which is there in Satara district. There is a lake known as Mayani. So these are the flamingos. They come all the way from Siberia and they come to India. Once the bay birds grow, they return with them to Siberia. And again they go back to Siberia once the bay birds grow or these birds grow. And why they come over here? Because they cannot bear the extreme cold climate over there. So they come back to India over here. The biggest Maldok, or we can say the Great Indian Bustard, Maldok Pakshi, or we can say the Great Indian Bustard Sanctuary in Asia, is at Nanaj in Solapur district. These birds are famous for their grateful gait, G-A-I-T, gait means चलने का तरीका. एक उनका तरीका होता है, जिस डॉल से वो चलते हैं, जिस तरीके से वो चलते हैं, उसे बोलते हैं ग्रेटफुल गेट, G-A-I-T. They feed on insects and they are farmers' friends. They are hunted for their meat. उनको किल किया जाता है, उनका शिकार किया जाता है. किस चीज़ के लिए? For meat and for their eggs. The number of this is dwindling, means कम हो रहा है in Maharashtra, and that's why Maharashtra has declared the Nanaj area a sanctuary for the Great Indian Bustard. This is another one, Morachi Chincholi, which is famous for the peacock population. There's a village, Morachi Chincholi, Ahmednagar highway, about 50 kilometers from Pune. So this is famous for मोर means peacock के लिए famous है, and that's why it is known as Morachi Chincholi. So you can see over here the Devrais. It's a boon for all living things. Now what are Devrais? Devrais are a jungle which are reserved for God. No tree or plant is cut over there, and that's why they are even safe today. Sharanvan in Madhya Pradesh. Devrais give shelter to plants and animals, and they are called sanctuaries of the world. So you can see here, this is one of the Sharanvan in Madhya Pradesh. And so you should always remember, nature provides enough for every man's need, but not for every man's greed. आपको जितना ज़रूरत है उतना नेचर आपको देता है, निसर्ग आपको देता है. लेकिन अगर आप लालची हो, ग्रीड जिसको बोलते हैं, उसके लिए नेचर आपको कभी नहीं देगा. थैंक यू.